Hey guys, this is Rolito Electric Gains, and this is my 2015 Mclaren 650S with the track pack plus a couple of mods. And I wanted to show you guys how cool this car is, and after a year, all the stuff I've done. I mean, and if should you get it or not, I mean, these cars actually have been going down in price a lot, so now they're kind of like affordable. You can get these cars, I mean, in low miles, something like that, like pretty much for like 150, 180, like really good stuff. So they're pretty affordable right now. And yeah, this one came with like, this is like really the top of the line with like the matte white paint. This is amazing. I would definitely recommend this paint. Also, I completely redone the whole exhaust. This is a completely custom exhaust. I had to actually go and do the, had to actually coat it, the exhaust. This is all titanium, and I had to coat it so it doesn't overheat. It goes all the way to the back. It sounds insane. I put like the carbon fiber, upgraded turbos, I upgraded injectors, I upgraded the intakes. This car sounds insane, and it's a really good car. I mean, I used to just pretty much daily drive it. It was really easy, you know. It has a lot of cool stuff. The red interior is amazing. I really like the red interior. It's really like a must-have in my opinion, especially how good it is. You know, the red interior is really amazing. I really like it because it's super smooth, the leather, and it's pretty reliable. I mean, like I detailed it, you know, if you can see, I detailed it a lot, the leather, and it's really good. But I mean, it's a good interior. Mainly, it's comfortable. It's not for tall people. I mean, I'm 5'8", and I fit in here. I mean, the seat's all the way to the back, and I fit comfortably. Nothing crazy, but I feel comfortably. It is pretty cool in the way. I mean, the technology, I mean, looks pretty cool. Had the carbon fiber package, so you see the steering wheel is beautiful. Carbon fiber here. This is the leather. This is an extra interior versus the Alcantara. I love this leather. Supposedly this leather is the same leather they use on Rolls Royce. I don't know. That's what my client told me, but who knows? Really great car. The only thing that fails on these cars is these things. I mean, mine fell on that side. I don't know why. They do fail, but they're really good. They're really reliable. You know. Let me show you how to turn it on. You press the bottom. This car has been tuned and everything, so it keeps giving me the engine code. That's because, you know, like that. Also the service, I done the service all the time. It just tells me all the stuff. I had the engine code because I have no catbacks, so the car is really modified. You see, it's like trying to like turn off, and then it goes back to the RPMs. The software is not done the best way possible, if you know what I mean, but it's good. I mean, I like it. The roof is Alcantara, if you can see it. You take the top off of this car, like super easy. You put it down here. It takes around, I mean, it's pretty fast. There you go, roof open. You lower the windows. It sounds pretty intense if you can hear it. I had to turn it off because it's pretty intense. I like how the doors open this way. It tends to be a pain in the ass sometimes. I'll turn it off. But yeah, this car is really good, especially with the tune. I mean, I love these, that you can lift this off when the roof is on, so you can lift it and you can store stuff in here. No one really knows about it, but you can store stuff in here. It's really good. And I like the reliability. This is the only car I would say that you can put it on track mode. You see, you can change the modes here. I always put the arrow on. You have to press active first to activate stuff. But then I always put, you put it from normal to sport. It's so crazy. And so track mode, this is the only car that actually will change, like especially a lot. I mean, you don't really think about it, how much it changed. The only car, all the cars you put in sport and everything, you feel like a little better, but this car changes everything. The rims, I coated them in black. It came with this weird chrome, like chrome, dark chrome. It was a really special edition apparently, but no, I never like it. It looked kind of ghetto to me. But I make them black, so it looks good with the pearl white. The key, it's okay. It comes with carbon fiber. I dropped the key many times to open the car. Let's see, all the storage room, you can see. Storage is okay. I mean, not the worst. I mean, honestly, like, you can put a lot of stuff in here. I mean, this is really spacious. I mean, it's not gonna be like crazy, but let's see. Let's put, to give you a perspective, you know, these bottles are pretty big. You know, most of the cars, they occupy a lot. But look at these. It's like a little baby thing. You can put a lot of stuff in here. You know what I mean? You think about it, you think, oh, maybe there's not a lot of space. You can put a lot of stuff in here. Especially you have these things to tie up, I guess, grocery bags. I don't know exactly what I tell you to have. This is how you charge the car. You have to keep it charged. And by the way, this has a lithium battery like a Tesla. Oh no, well, the Tesla has actually an acid battery, but and the main battery to get the car is a lithium, so you have to get one of these things. I mean, they come with the car. I got this one because the one that comes with the car, they say it has problems. This one's aftermarket. It's pretty much the one that comes with the car, but actually better. See, this is for lithium. You keep it charged. It's really good, you know, and people recommend if you don't use it, to keep it black all the time because the car, the battery would die. And also, like, it keeps, I think it does some software, so it keeps making everything, kind of restarts all the software, so all the codes, so it keeps, not the codes, but I think these cars have problems with electronics, so after a while, they tend to, like, have to restart and do stuff over, and if you leave it plugged in, it's actually pretty, it's the only way you can actually get to do the stuff. That's what they told me, you know, and it's been working. I mean, my car have no problems at all. I mean, that check engine light, that is not a check engine light, that's just me. With the exhaust, I have no catback. This car is 100% straight pipe on the bigger turbos. I had to get the software done. I never did it because the problem is, and the only software I could find, it would increase my horsepower to like 200 more, which it already has like around 1,000 horsepower right now. So it would have been way too much horsepower, and I would not enjoy that. As you can see, there's carbon fiber everywhere. This car is so classy built. The doors they're really good. You can put it exactly where you want it. Okay, no, it's not working out right. I think they tend to work. It's crazy. I guess it's, okay, there we go. You see? I guess that's exactly the one you wanted. I think it had to be on. Some of the cars, like some of those stuff, like you're like, it's not like a German car, so it's kind of not common sense stuff. You're like, oh, really? It had to be on? It's weird stuff like that. But I think like initially when you turn it on and you can leave it, so you have these things so like it will not like go over a corner, stuff like that. I mean, this car is really cool. I would really recommend to anybody. I have had no problems with this car, and I have honestly, like, this car has been as reliable as hell. But I do drive it a lot. I do drive it, and that's what people say. If you buy this car, many people buy these cars. You know, like me. You know, I have 10 cars, but I drive the cars. I choose a different car every day. I know it looks douchey, but it's not douchey. That's the way I keep the car like going. The car has a lift kit, so it actually lifts. And I have the protections over here. I don't know if you can see. I put those protections. You can buy those online. It's actually really good. They protect the car. But it has a lift kit. And the lift kit, what it helps me is not get over bumps. Actually, I can put in the car wash. I know people, oh, don't put in the car wash. It works pretty well for me. The mirrors look beautiful. Then this weird carbon fiber. I have 3M, the little plastic cover that protects them. They when you lock the car, they go back inside when you unlock it. The passenger side, it's kind of very simple. All the stuff. These broke and these break all the time. They're really easy to break and really expensive. It's only Mclaren can fix them, so you're like, whatever. But you can control it from the other side, you know, unless your passenger wants to like have this one. But at the end of the day, you're in a Mclaren. Come on, just let the passenger do it. Keep the AC at 70. If the person is too cold, then too bad. That's gonna be my honest truth. That's the only thing that broke. That's the only thing, and they tend to break. There's just something like, you know, it's that recall my car is not gonna ever do. But the camera is okay. It gets a little laggy, but it's okay. I mean, the whole car is good, has sensors and everything, and I like it. I mean, honestly, I would recommend this car. Like, if you're looking for a supercar and everything, this car drives like nothing you can imagine. This car is like, I mean, if you compare it to like the Ferrari or any other car that I have, I mean, it really is no comparison. These cars are in a different league of its own. I mean, I had the track pack, it includes more stuff, and I tune it, but the handling on this car is amazing. And I mean, look at that, how dramatic it is. The door up, the wing on the back. I mean, the wing on the back is so cool. I do love the lights. They're so unique. Some people ask me if the new Corvette. I don't know why, but I guess, you know, they're not car people. I like how you can see the Mclaren right there on the bottom, and that's all carbon fiber. It's beautiful. I do like the wing a lot because it goes up and down depending how fast you're going and depending like the braking point. But it's kind of funny because if you brake all the way, the whole thing will go vertical and you cannot see somebody's about to run you over. You have to use the side mirrors, which is a fun thing. I mean, apart from that, I mean, this car is good. You know, the camera is right here on the bottom. You can see it's actually a really good location because anywhere else, you can actually see exactly how far you are from everything. It works, and this is my radar jammer. This is not something the car, it's not like it has maybe you will say, oh, it has like an adaptive cruise control. It's my radar jammer. But I mean, yeah, overall, after a year, I have no problems with this car. I would recommend you guys, if you're looking for this car on the market, I know many people get scared of this car with the miles. Look for something over 20,000 miles, because in between the first 5 to 13,000 and 15,000 miles, everything goes wrong. You know, that's the first kind of like 2 years. So if you have a car that is like 20,000 miles, have no problem, but everything has been wrong, has been fixed, that's the one to buy. And if you buy, I recommend you to drive it. I tell people, drive this car. I know, oh yeah, but it's so nice and it's so fancy. And it's like, dude, if you bought this car, you bought it for yourself. Don't be a slave for your purchase, you know. Either you can afford it, you cannot afford it. If you care about like everything that's gonna go wrong, I mean, somebody goes and bumps into your car, take it to the insurance company, they fix it. Then ask them if they crash it, the value goes down. Tell them to pay you the difference in value, you know. That happens. Most insurance, you can do that. You can sue them. They will definitely pay you. I just like, I always tell people, you know, if you buy the car, you enjoy the car. Don't not enjoy the car. The sound system is pretty good too. Also, one thing I wanted to mention before anything is like the sound system is pretty good. Honestly, everything is very good. I mean, electronic wise. I mean, I don't expect this to be like the Tesla. I expect this to be like, I don't know, like a Ferrari, stuff like that. And I think it does it better, you know. People say this car have a lot of problems with electricity. The Ferraris too. Ferrari have a lot of problems. I mean, I own 3 Ferraris and they kept having problems with everything. So I'm letting you know, like, Ferraris have a lot of problems. And these things are all the same way. You know, supercars, you know, if you don't drive them, you don't have problems. If you drive them, they're going to be good. But some tend to not be good, you know. So if you want to buy this car, look for higher mileage. Many people like, oh man, I want to get a 3,000. I saw one with 3,000 miles. Be like, don't buy that one. It's been steep. If you're in the shop, this car is what, like 5 years old. It's been in the shop for so long. You pretty much are not gonna go and buy them. I'm like, yeah, man, you should not do that. You should definitely look for one that actually has been driven, actually has many miles. You can see the history. Everything's been replaced. Everything is good. But so far, I mean, this car for me has been a dream. And the trunk is pretty good. I mean, I know you can get the coupe, and if you get the convertible one, the whole point where you can put the roof goes in there, you can actually put a whole bag or anything. So I would recommend you that. I would recommend you get the Spider. Also, you guys appreciate more because 2001 the Spider is you're supposed to listen to. You want to always do the exhaust. Many people say, "Oh, I don't want to do exhaust." And like, this car sounds really bad. I mean, I'm not thinking it sounds the worst, but it's not sound like a sport car. It sounds very unique. It doesn't sound good. I put the exhaust. It sounds amazing. It's so loud. I wish I could put a video of me driving it, but it's so loud that you cannot hear anything. It's beyond loud. But it's really good. That tells you a lot because when I have the top up, the windows up and everything, it sounds loud, but nothing crazy. You know what I mean? It's not like the GTR or the Alfa Romeo hurts my ear. But you put the window down and you put the back window right there down, and oh my God, welcome to the jungle. This thing sounds like you're about to die. I mean, if you can see I have the drag rail tires. I had to put those because I modified the car. These are great tires. These are the Nitos. These are great bad boys. These are the Nito, I forgot what they call the NTO7, something like that, I think so. These are really good drag tires. I would recommend you to put something on the back. On the front, I put the Falcon because those are really good with the, this is the Falcon FK. They want to have the Tesla, the FK17 or something like that. And I recommend the Falcon ones on the front because Falcon is really good with actually rain. So you want to have these on the back. You have some pleasure, so you can get a little sideways by the front, so you can never lose control in the rain. That's the best first setup for me, especially with all the tune. But if not, you should definitely do whatever you want to do. I honestly, if I had to close the video right now, I would tell you should get this car. It's not a bad car. Right now they're going for really good prices, and the only problem is just how one with miles, you know. Versus, you know, when you're buying a Ferrari, stuff like that, oh, I want one with like 2,000 miles, stuff like that, that's really good. These cars get one with like more miles. If you can get some with like 25, 30,000 miles, you're in a good safe spot because the carbon fiber ceramic brakes don't have to be changed to 100,000 miles. So you got a lot of time to drive them. And there's no major service to like 60,000 miles. So like, you're good. As long as you drive and you enjoy it, you're in a good price point. You're not going to lose that much money. I think it's a good price point and it's a good car. But don't buy it before that because you have no idea what you're getting into. Anything can start failing. It's, I don't know how it works. It's crazy, but it's a McLaren thing. Like, oh yeah, 3,000 miles. Like, oh, the gearbox gonna fail. Anything can fail. Once you pass that, it's kind of like, okay, you're in the safe spot. I don't know. I really don't know how it works, but it's like they tell you, the dealership, they tell you everywhere, whole McLaren, and all the groups, they tell you that get a higher mile McLaren. It's crazy. But it's the opposite of any other car. They'll tell you, oh, get a lower mile. But okay, guys, hope you guys enjoy. And this is Rolito out.